Well, here is the takeout that has taken Haiden Deegan, seems to be out of MX Nations with a broken collarbone. That being confirmed during the actual race as he left the Alpine Stars medical unit. And, well, honestly, this is kind of stupid. Just on a money side of things, when he ended up finishing fourth and then got a penalty for fifth, I think he went from 100 or 200,000, something like that, to 50,000. So even if he wasn't going to win the title, which was pretty well given after how Shimoda raced Moto 1 and also how he started in Moto 2, and at that point, you're not going to win the title. Like, unless you clean him out or somebody else does it for you, which nobody's going to do, what you should be doing there is just cut your losses, say, whatever, I'm going to go race for second and get the, whatever it was, $500,000 or two, like, get the hundreds of thousands of dollars in just pure bonus money at this point. You've got the Supercross title, you got the motocross title, you're doing well with sponsorships and everything else. Just go get the giant bag of bonus. But instead, he tried to win it all, playing this stupid little slow race games and, trying to block Shimoda, trying to get him to fall. But I mean, by the time he caught Shimoda, he was, way, way far out in front of everybody else. I mean, you would have had to have Shimoda fall and have him lay on the ground for 20 seconds before it would even have mattered on a point side of things. So for this, it's just stupid. And he is going to get massive amounts of hate. I mean, if you're on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, everything is just anti-Deegan, calling him, every name under the sun. And I'm going to say this. I like Deegan. I think he brings some personality to sport. He's obviously super talented. I like him. So I'm going to say this was stupid. Coming from somebody who would have liked to see him win this title, this was stupid. If you weren't going to win it, you might as well just race and finish the race, do as best as you can, and just have an easy night, a good night to where nobody's going to look at you and say you did something stupid. This is the dumbest move you possibly could have done, because that's what it was. He got the whole shot. He was out front and slowed down to try and take out Shimoda or try to play the dumb little games. Should have just raced the race, finish first, come out at the end and say, I did what I could do, good job to him or whatever, and just say move on. It's done. This is the stupidity of it. You not only don't win the title, you ended up crashing right there, hurting yourself, so it takes you out of MX Nations, probably. You lose a bunch of money because you go from second to fourth just from, falling over, not finishing the race. You fall down the stats horribly because of the triple points. And then you get a 5-point penalty to compound it even more and drop yourself down to fifth. So it's just the rolling rock down the hill of everything that could have gone wrong did. He didn't get a very good start in Moto 1. He didn't, have a chance after that, obviously, with a 1 on Joe Shimoda's score. It's going to be very hard for him to finish, third or fourth or something like that he needed. It's just one of those things that take the loss, take the giant bag of money that you could have won, be happy with it, and move on to off season and next year. I don't think, obviously, the hate really matters to him. Let's be honest here. The amount that he gets on a normal day is probably tenfold what everyone else is getting. So it's probably one of those things you're just going to see him. It's going to be ignored. It doesn't really matter. You can hate him already, and I highly doubt that a lot of people are going to go one way or another because of this. I mean, obviously you'll see people say, "Oh, I lost respect for him," and whatever. Who cares? It's racing. It's obviously he tried to do what he could do to possibly win it. It's a very stupid thing to race slow, try and do these back and forth weave maneuvers. He's not the first person to do it. There has been others, and people act like he's the scum of the earth for trying this. Yeah, it's dumb. And for his own point, he lost more than anybody else did here. For all intents and purposes, money, injury, off of a probably the USA team for this year. You know, he lost more than anybody else, and it's all on him. So sucks to see. Obviously, could have been good racing. Could have been a cool championship at the end. Ended up just being kind of dumb in Moto 2, but it's what happens sometimes, you know? Bad things happen and crashes and whatever. But obviously, we're on to off season now, MX Nation soon, and we'll see who ends up filling that role. But that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Who fills the 250 role and the 450 role, because Sexton is also injured? Comment down below. Tell me what you think while you're down there. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do all the fun things this platform lets you do, because it does really help me out, and I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.